Hello, this is Chris, and I just put together this dish. I'm having company tomorrow. It's a variation on stuffed peppers. I didn't have time to do the full recording of all my steps, but I can tell you briefly how I did it. As you might know, I am a big believer in using leftovers, and yesterday I had Chinese food with a friend. We had mugu gai pan. There was quite a bit left over. And I also had lots of leftover rice. So when I went in the refrigerator to decide what I was going to make for my friends tomorrow, I saw the leftovers and I said, I think I can do something with those. And I will explain to you the process. The first thing I did was take 4 beautiful medium-sized peppers, sweet peppers. They were yellow and orange in color, and I cut them in half, leaving the stems on. As you can see here, there are the stems. But I brought a pot of water to boil, a big pot, and I put the halved and cleaned halves of peppers into the pot to soften them. In other words, I parboiled them until they were pliable and not stiff. You don't want to overcook them. You don't want them to be falling apart, but you want them to be pliable. And then I set those aside to cool, and in a big saucepan I cooked the leftover rice, the leftover mugu gai pan, a couple cooked chicken breasts that I cut into small cubes, a can of whole corn. What else did I use? Oh, a small can of bamboo shoots. I wanted to get enough of this rice mixture that I could not only stuff the peppers, but also make a layer of rice in the bottom, the same mixture that's going into the halves of peppers. So, I also added a couple of teaspoons of an Asian, well, it's not exactly a spice, but a mixture that I use to make tom kha gai soup. But let me show you what it looks like. Into the rice mixture, I added about 3 tablespoons of this, it's called a paste, spicy coconut paste. It's not horribly spicy, it's just very mildly spicy. And I use that in the saucepan with the rice and the corn and the bamboo shoots and the leftover mugu gai pan, and simmered all of that together. I did add a little bit of water because it was getting a little too dry, the mixture. Then I put this mixture, it was all cooked already, so I didn't have to cook it long. But after a couple of minutes, I just decided to stuff the peppers. I stuffed the peppers first. They were not in the pan, they were on separate dishes. So I stuffed these peppers, and then I put the remaining rice mixture in the bottom of this non-stick baking pan. I believe it's a 13 by 9 inch baking pan. Then I set the halves of peppers that had been stuffed on top of the rice mixture, and you'll see I had eight of them, so I put 3 up here at the top, 3 down on the bottom, and then there was space for the other 2 in the middle, staggered like that. And then I sprinkled them with a spice, which I will show you. One of my favorite little spices for topping things. It's called Trader Joe's Chili Lime Seasoning Blend, and it is really a very tasty chili lime salty seasoning. I just sprinkled a tiny bit, not a whole lot at all, on top of these peppers, as you can see. And that will just add a little flavor, and it certainly makes them look finished. So this, I'm going to just cover this until tomorrow and put it in the refrigerator. And then about half an hour before my friends arrive, I'll pop it in a 350-degree oven and cook for about 45 minutes.